This video was sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. Okay, well, Gix's command is pretty absurd, like all of the commands are in the set. You know, can generate a 3-for-1 by killing an opponent's thing and returning 2 creatures, and if you use it earlier, you can use it to kill your opponent's thing and buff your creature and sorts of other stuff, and so forth. So, yeah. If I didn't take it, I mean, this pack's pretty good, mostly because I think Lay Down Arms and Thopter Mechanic are really nice too. Prison Sentence is nice too, but yeah, we'll take Gix's command. So the spelling I use for Nitzachon is sort of just the official transliteration. I didn't come up with the Latin spelling on my own. Luckily, so. And yes, I don't normally pronounce the het in it because I think it's already a word people struggle with. So I didn't want to throw that in there too. Okay, so the Might Stone and Weak Stone is pretty good. I mean, lets you kill a thing and ramp. It's probably what we take. You also play it in every deck, which is nice. I mean, it's not a bomb, but it's a card you'd play in every deck in the entire format. So, yeah, Might Stone it is. Might Stoning. Okay, so Lay Down Arms and Sarent's Steelseeker are both pretty good. Epic Confrontation's nice. Weak Stone Subjugation is too. Every pack we've seen so far has been pretty good. So the Steelseeker can really generate some absurd value. It's sort of where I'm leaning here over Lay Down Arms or Epic Confrontation. Like, those are both premium removal spells, but I don't think they're, like, incredible removal spells, and I think the Steelseeker is just better than they are. Okay. Ooh, we could get the Flavor Win and play splitting the Power Stone with the Might Stone and Weak Stone. We don't really want to do that, but that is funny flavor-wise. Okay, decent green card here in the Sphinx. Shootdown's not bad. Sphinx. Sprite. Shootdown's not bad either. I don't love No One Left Behind the couple times I've played it now. Like, I had high hopes for it, but I haven't really had it do the things I want it to just yet, or been impressed with it when my opponent cast it. So I'm not super into the idea of taking it here. May just take Disenchant or Stern Lesson, these off-color cards. It's still very early, and they're both pretty nice. Yeah, let's go with Disenchant. Okay. So, Gaia's Courser is pretty strong, and Black-Green, you know, it's the self-mill deck in the format, and it's not that easy to set up. We do also have Spotter Thopter and the Blue-Black Signpost, which I think are both pretty good. The Courser does need a particular deck. It's one we're sort of incentivized to be in right now, but it is a particular deck. You know, black-green, good at milling itself. I think we still take it, but okay. Power Stone Fracture's not bad. You know, Swiftfoot Boots, this is a card, you know, I've passed in several drafts and people on YouTube videos have been really surprised. But, like, it's good, but, you know, it's not nearly as good in Limited as it is in Commander, where, like, the average power of your creature that you want to protect is way, way higher. In Limited, the problem with a card like this is the creature already has to be pretty good, or it doesn't matter. And that is a problem. I do think they're playable, but they're not something I love the idea of taking super early. I think we'll take Argothian Sprite here. Okay. Some interesting stuff is still here. Especially in white. I think white, Airlift Chaplain is pretty good. Unfortunately for us, black has not looked very open. There are a couple of solid green cards here. The Gift is a nice trick, and the Patrol is a fine 3-drop. But Scrapwork Cohort's also quite good. So there's actually 2 fairly good white cards in this pack between Chaplain and Cohort. I think maybe I just take the Gift. Overall, I think it's a pretty nice trick. All right, so there are black cards here. None of them are that exciting. I mean, I think the Locust is fine. Best card left in the pack is probably the Mutt. But kind of have to be red to really take advantage. We'll take a black card. We want to try to play black. All right, so we get a playable black card here, but there's also a Boulder Branch Golem, which is probably just... It is just better than Dreams of Steel and Oil, so I'm just going to take it. Scatter Ray, Giant Growth. Yeah, I'll take the Growth, I guess. All right, so Epic Confrontation Wield, which I think is a pretty good sign. Another Sprite as well. I mean, the Courier is definitely the best card of those remaining. Yeah, green is very open. I'm not entirely sure what our second color is, but green does look open. All right, well, here's another really good black card, and I think, just between Gix's Command and Misery's Shadow, we can probably find a way to stay black as long as green continues to be open, because those 2 cards are great. This is a great 2-drop that's a problem all game long, and the Exile Clause on it matters too. I had somebody in one game put, the Arrest effect on it, and, that was annoying, but then it just caused all sorts of problems with what they were trying to do, by exiling their creatures, and it was like, nice. So yeah, we're going to take Misery's Shadow here. So black-green is supposed to be a graveyard deck. Right now, we're not that good at doing the graveyard thing. I mean, I think our deck looks pretty good, but it's just sort of a good stuff deck. The reason I mention all of that is because the Pallbearer really wants us to be graveyarding to be worth it. And, most of the time it's going to give like +2/+2, even if you're not trying. That said, I don't know that I want to take it here. I may just take another Sprite. I mean, I guess I do need... Well, I have Boulder Branch Golem, so I have top curve stuff, sort of. I could take an Assembler and, keep in mind that I need Assembly Workers. It is pretty good when you have them. Yeah, I don't know. I think we probably just take another Sprite here. We have 3 of them now. Okay, so a second Gaia's Courser really has us interested in doing graveyard stuff, I would say. I like Audacity and Confrontation too, but Courser's really good when you can get it going, and I think we can. Okay, well. So right now, Gaia's Courser does draw us cards, so there's that. We don't have... This doesn't technically draw us cards, unfortunately. But the upside is pretty big on the Anointer, so I think I take it. Confrontation and Infiltrator are both fine too, but Anointer, I think we want. Another Confrontation. They're just everywhere. I mean, I think we take another one. I've been playing Magic. There's a Gigamole. We do really want that. Loads our graveyard and stuff. So I've been playing Magic since, I think, 1998. There were a couple of, multi-year periods in there where I wasn't playing, but mostly. Gigamole. Okay, so Warplow is pretty good. We're not really a ramp deck for Suchi, Cave Guard. Haywire Might's not bad. I think we'd probably just take a Warplow, though. Does seem like black is more open now, so that's good. Okay, so Bushwhack is excellent. Prowler is good. It does load our graveyard. That's what I'm trying to decide here. Bushwhack is a better card overall, but Prowler synergizes with our 2 Gaia's Coursers and stuff like that. And it's not like we don't already have a bunch of removals, so I think I'd take the Prowler in the end. We need to load the graveyard. You know, we want to spend our first few turns curving out, loading the graveyard, then play Gaia's Courser and things like that. Another epic confrontation, but I think maybe I just take another Boulder Branch. Yeah, I like Boulder Branch enough. I think we want to go there. All right, so Locust, Revenant, Pallbearer. I mean, our top curve is just better than Pallbearer already. So, I guess I'll take a Locust. I'm not really into the Revenant. All right, another epic confrontation. This one we'll take. Okay, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to run 4. It's a little bit overkill. We're not sacrificing anything yet, but I do think this has more upside than the Stalwart does. Wow. So stuff is pretty open. We do not have a lot of synergy. That's the one sort of bummer, but the average power level of our deck is pretty high. So I'll take it. Blackblade Reforged, if you have enough Power Stones, like, it does mean business, but we don't really. I mean, you know, we have this Power Stone, and that's it, I think, right? So, yeah. Not that exciting. So I think we're looking at Disfigure, Thran Spider mostly here. Mostly, I mean, the problem with the Thran Spider is that we don't have that many artifacts. Right now we've got 4. So I'm kind of leaning, although we do also have a boatload of removal now that I think about it. All right, so let's just take Thran Spider. It's not like I need Disfigure that badly. Nice ramp card. Really the best ramp in the set. We're not that interested in ramp, though. It does put itself in the graveyard. Don't really want Clear Cutter, so Bushwhack's probably the pick here. Yeah. This time we will take a Bushwhack. Cloud Key is not very good, largely because using up a card for a discount just isn't good in Limited, you know? That's one thing about these that I don't love for more casual Limited players is there's a lot of these cards that are good in constructed formats, or at least better, that just aren't good in Limited, and that's like half of what the archive is, but so that's kind of hard for people, but yeah. So I think we take Prowler over Opportunist. You know, loading the graveyard for our 2 Gaia's Coursers is kind of important for us. This does load the graveyard. You know, what I really would like is the Emergency Weld. That would be nice. Shoot down's not bad. I mean, the Razor Maw's fine, probably. Fights well. Ooh. So we do get a Skyfisher Spider to help round things out. I like that. Not, you know, Emergency Weld, but a great card. You know, lets us kill something. Man, this pack. So we've got a Weld and a Vermin. I do think Weld's better than the Vermin. The Vermin loads our graveyard, and it's nice sacrifice fodder and stuff, but I think I'd rather have the Weld, sadly. I'd like them both, but, you know, that's not how it works. Another Golem. We're mostly going to be playing it for 4 in this deck. And I've already got 2. So I just want, like, Shoot Down. Yeah. It does feel like we have so much removal that I don't think it's that important for us to take, you know, kind of a medium removal spell. We'll just take another Golem. Audacity came back. Do I want either of these? I don't think so. Nobody was in blue-green, I guess. I think the deck looks pretty good overall, you know. Still think more synergy would have been nice. And obviously we have about 11 cuts to make, so... you know, like, we're probably not playing that. Steelseeker ended up not being amazing in our deck, but I think 6 artifacts is probably enough. Yeah, we get a free Opportunist here, which gives us another artifact and a little bit of ramp, which we don't hate. Take Shoot Down. Probably don't play Hoarding Recluse. Although the only thing that's nice about the Recluse is with Self-Mill, you know, we can get most stuff back, but what we can't get back is Gix's Command. And, yeah. Yeah, don't like Wasteful Harvest enough, even when I want to mill a bit, but... Colors were very open, that's for sure. So, curve's not actually as high as that looks. Okay. So for Steelseeker, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we only have one card, 7, that makes a Power Stone. It's not bad. Oh yeah, this makes an artifact too, so 8. Not bad. In the end, we don't really need Shoot Down. Perimeter Patrol's nothing special. Neither is Carry and Locust. We're not that good with Gurgling Anointer. I mean, the only sweet thing is this is a repeatable way to draw cards. And it's still a 3-mana 1/3, but... getting its power higher isn't going to be that easy in this deck. I mean, I guess we have some ways to augment it that change things a little, like using Epic Confrontation on it to kill something, and it dies too, but I get something back from the graveyard is pretty cool. I guess Audacity draws us a card, but it's kind of awkward about it, because it has to go to the graveyard. So I don't know. The Anointer may not really do what we want it to. Same for Thran Spider to some extent. Most likely our opponent will be able to make better use of a Power Stone than us. Though if I cut it, it probably means Steelseeker's got to go too. I don't know. Probably end up cutting Audacity, and I think probably the Anointer. I mean, there's some cool stuff we can do with it, but... you know, I'd like 5 cards that just straight up draw me a card to really feel good about it. And even though the Gaia's Courser thing is sweet, you know, that usually means when I don't have the Coursers, it's not very good. So it's not ideal. So yeah, it probably means Steelseeker goes, maybe. I mean, it's still a 2-drop, and it, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we really want Thran Spider in the deck in the end, sadly. So that leaves us with 5, 7-ish, still 7-ish artifacts for Steelseeker. It's probably fine. Yeah. It's a tough one to finish cutting. It always is in the early-ish stages of a format. So, 4 Epic Confrontations is definitely a lot. But I also have a lot of creatures. So I don't think it's crazy. Maybe we lose the Trick. I mean, it's definitely a nice one, but I don't feel like I'm so aggressive that I'm that into a Trick. Yeah. Maybe cut a Sprite. We're not going to be that good at using its ability. You know, we'll be able to sometimes in the late game, but mostly it's a 2-mana 2/2 that can't be blocked by that many things. Yeah, Golem, but maybe Razor Maw is just where I go. I feel like I'm going to mill enough. Well, maybe I'm not. I just have 2 Blanchwood Prowlers and the Gigamole as far as self-mill. Well, Steelseeker actually can help us mill too in a pinch. So we kind of need the Razor Maw, I think, for our deck to be at its best. I think maybe I'd rather cut another Sprite before I cut a Golem. Yeah. All right. I think this is where we're going. Deck seems pretty good, I think. I would have, you know, the best versions of this deck I've had significantly more synergy than this one does, but we also just have a bunch of good cards. So, and I do think, you know, synergy matters in this format, but I feel like it matters a little less than we've seen in the last few sets. Okay. Do I want to just cast Bushwhack on turn 1 in a hand where I've already got Epic Confrontation? Kind of thinking about it. Yeah, I'm going to. Ronom. Man, he's a pain. Okay, so trading Razor Maw is pretty appealing. What's not ultra appealing about trading Razor Maw, though, is... Oh, that's annoying. They're going to take our Gix's command, I'm sure. Gix's Caress taking Gix's command. It's pretty funny. And we have no way to get it back. I do think we trade here. I mean, it sets up the Courser pretty nicely. You know, we're not guaranteed to hit 3 creatures on its own, but we also get rid of Feldon, and they get to choose their best card in their top 4. But I think I'm kind of okay with that. No matter how I deal with Feldon, they're going to get value. So it's just something one has to live with. We get some value too, at least. We did get to 3 creatures there, so Gaia's Courser is online. They hit 3 lands and an emergency weld, so they don't really get that much of a choice. It is annoying. An emergency weld can get Feldon back, but I'll worry about that later. Alright, so yeah, we are going to play out the Golem on 4 here. Get the shields up. Feldon is back. I mean, I think I would block Feldon again if it attacked me. Okay. Double block seems probable. But I kind of like the idea of clearing out the board, playing the Courser, and then next turn being able to Epic Confrontation. Yeah. Or they'll just take it. I wonder if Gix's Caress is actually good in this format. Most formats it would not be. The Power Stone wouldn't do enough, but maybe it is. Okay. Well, kill Strongbow doesn't seem bad. Next turn we can play a big War Plow. You know, like that. Interesting. So I could sack this to kill the War Plow. And it's not like I'm desperate for the mana in this deck. I mean, it would let me play these on 7. But I think sacking Mightstone and Weakstone, playing the Spider is quite good. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, I could play the War Plow on 2 and use some of the mana here, but eh. Oh, it's only sack a creature. What was I thinking? Oh, it can destroy non-land permanents. That's what it is. Okay, well, that's a lot less good than I was thinking it was. Read your cards, kids. Read your cards. It can destroy non-lands, but you can't sack non-lands. Okay. There are several cards in this set where a card checks 2 different things, and it's kind of annoying. But, you know, like, sack a creature, destroy a non-land is not usually how we see it done, but... so I think we play our War Plow. And hopefully we can just Epic Confrontation some stuff. Okay. Let's kill the Thraxodemon. Kill the Scrapsmith. Then swing with both? Yeah. Yeah, you might as well attack because he can't block. Another Epic Confrontation attack for 4? Doesn't seem bad. We even cut an Epic Confrontation, so the fact that we keep hitting them is funny. Some big Boulder Branch Golems would be good. We have 2 more in the deck. Well... Aha. That is helpful. I wish my spider could at least trade for that dang war plow. But it can't. I may chump it and gain 6. I mean, that's not bad. It would be 7, actually, that I would gain. There's too many ways for them to do 3 to me here, is our problem. So I think I do just chump there and block the mutt. That's interesting. Maybe they won't have any blockers and I can just kill them? That'd be cool. They do have a blocker. Unless we draw a way to deal with it. Oh, Boulder Branch is great, though. Yeah, so the life gain is going to save us. So they have to block here. Or die, so... block they will. Oh, all the way back up to 21. Things feel a lot more secure now than they did a minute ago. Alright, so I think I attack with Boulder Branch. Yeah. How many cards are left in their library? 10. So Feldon attacking could be a death sentence for them. But yeah, we'll attack. Can't imagine they take this in a format with giant growth, but... yeah. So I can still buff this by 3. That's probably enough. And holding on to the land lets me bluff a little bit. Looks like they may be about to kill something with, like, Power Stone. What's it? Who's it? Good news is, if they sack the Revenant, they do lose... it'll get exiled, so... What do they have in their hand? I'm a little scared. All right. That is annoying. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can make this an 11-11. So even if both Trench Starkers did block it, I could kill them both. Is that worth it? That is the question. I mean, it kind of seems like it is. Thinning out their board also means I would be able to attack with my Courser in the near future. And they have the better board position than us right now. Them drawing removal just completely destroys us. I think we go for it. cool if they just went for a chump block in the end. Yeah, that is what they do. That probably means they're going to draw an extra card, and Trench Stalkers are going to gain them a bunch of life here, unfortunately for us. But we'll see. So, yeah, Thraxodemon can give these lifelink and Death Touch. The awkward thing is they have to sack something to do it. So it's not a great deal, especially because we made them give up Clay Revenant, actually. So that is what they're going to do, though. And I won't be able to block them. And they're going to go up to... back up to 17. Wild. Okay, so no blocks. No blocks for them either, huh? Oh, hello. I could potentially just mill them out here, which is hilarious. All right. Well, let's see what they've got, I guess. Okay. I think we're going to go the mill out route. Because I could drop them to 1, but it could go really sideways. So... there goes your library. Hilarious. That is one way to win. I could have just killed one of the stalkers and like probably won the race, but milling their whole library was pretty much guaranteed to win us the game. So I think it was a better bet. I wouldn't have attacked with both either unless I knew I could mill them out. Most likely. I knew they didn't have any instant speed removal because I felt like they would have used it at some point when I was buffing the creature. But pretty slow hand, but I'll take it, I guess. Hopefully we draw one of our mini 2-drops. Alright, well that is a card that can help us get back ahead from behind at least. Yeah, they're having a fast start, unfortunately. I still am 2 turns away from a creature. Not good. It's too bad it can't cast Emergency Weld on nothing, you know? Because now our opponent just curved out 1, 2, 3, and we are very, very far behind. If they have counter magic here, we're basically dead, and I have a feeling that's the plan for them. But let's find out. Yeah. Oh, no, that's Curate. Okay, I can live with that. We go back up to 11. We have a creature that can trade. Makes me feel a little safer. Guess we block Recruitment Officer. Yeah, I mean, if I had just played like a 2-drop, it would have been a little easier, but yeah, it is hard to beat. I do have double Epic Confrontation to clean things up here, which is nice, and that's probably what I'm supposed to do. I could play the Might Stone, but I feel like that's too slow. So... I feel like Recruitment Officer is more of a problem because of the card draw. It also will have a harder time attacking, I guess. I'm going to kill whichever one I don't kill now next turn, probably, with the Might Stone. So, yeah, let's kill the thing that'll have a harder time attacking. Trying to stabilize at 7. Yeah, I had a feeling. We go to 5. Do I just cast Emergency Weld and get this back? Might just be better. Gives us 2 bodies, one that can trade. Yeah. Emergency Weld, get back Boulder Branch. Play Boulder Branch. Aggro decks hate it when you gain life, you know? Okay. I didn't have the mana to Might Stone and Weld, because the Might Stone can't pay for Weld. What do I want to do here? Gigamole is a pretty decent body. I'd probably go that route. Ooh, Skyfisher Spider, yes please. No attacks. Thank you for the subs, Reagan Smash. So, I mean, this is nice sacrifice fodder and all, but we can't really just take damage. Oh, I get what you're saying. I could have welded last turn and just had the 1-1 and not played the 4-4. Yeah, that might have been better. I was a little nervous about leaving the board with 1 creature on it, but it might have been better. I kind of want to draw cards with the Might Stone right now, strange as that seems. Most of the time I think you want to use it as removal, but I think drawing cards is better for us here. Plus I have removal, so... And I have... Yeah. Yeah, let's go for the draw 2. Two, three, four, 5. So, yeah, I think we pass again. We can play a big War Plow next turn, which is nice. Don't love this. You know, I can't really block it effectively at all. I do think we just take it now, though. Okay. That's pretty good. So we'll play a big old War Plow. What do I want to bushwhack? I mean, Maybe I don't bushwhack anything yet. Yeah, I think we hold on to it and just hang back for now. Yeah. I don't see a reason to use it yet. Gix's Command is still somewhere in our deck. That would be awesome, obviously. That is pretty good here. I think we pass again. I mean, I guess I can attack with the War Plow. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'm going to attack with the War Plow here. Desynchronize. Okay, that does concern me a bit. Probably gonna have to bushwhack something in my second main phase here. I do think we put this back on top. It's good enough. So I probably bushwhack a creature here rather than play Skyfisher Spider. I mean, I could consider the Spider, I suppose. But I could do both if I want to, actually. So let's kill the medic. Yeah, I think that should be fine for us. Thank you for the sub, Lord Waffles. Thank you for the follow, Friend of Hobbits. Spider. If I wasn't at such low life, it would be an easy call not to play the Spider. But at this low of life, it is a little sketchy. I'm gonna do it anyway, so... But... Well, gonna have to kill... Ooh, you're gonna have two of them. Okay. It's not awesome. Definitely gonna kill the bigger one. Can't really attack now. I mean, I have a decent attack. What I don't have is good blocks. I mean, I guess for this turn it would be okay. Alright, actually, let's attack. Then let's play Skyfisher Spider. Kill the bigger one. And play Argothian Sprites. We're 1 mana shy of being able to buff the sprites this turn, which is kind of sad, but... Oh my god. Just when I thought we might stabilize, Urza shows up. That is very bad. Wow. And that is very lucky. Okay. We got this. So they top decked Urza. We top decked Epic Confrontation. I can live with it. So we are at 10. This is nigh unblockable. So it probably makes sense for it to be the attacker now. That's annoying. We're both having good top decks. Can we get a good one too here? No. Yeah, that's not good. Still a pretty good attack with the War Plow, I think. Because I can double block the Assembler next turn. So I think we rumble with the War Plow again. They could trade for it, but we're okay with that too. Definitely Kayla's Command over Combat Thrasher. They're both nice, though, obviously. Can you draw land, please? Just a land. I'd love it. Not actually that strong, like, at this stage of the game, but it's still pretty wild that they've drawn Urza, Weakstone, Urza. Like, come on. Okay. We at least drew something that can chump block, and that is something. Kind of think we rumble with Warplow again. I mean, they can double block or something with Urza and the Engineer, but I think we're okay with that. I mean, it's not awesome, obviously, but it's not the end of the world either. All right, so they go to 7. We need the other Boulder Branch Golems to show up, please. That's, I think, what would stabilize us. Interesting, they didn't buff their Assembler there, which could only have been a mistake. Yeah, it's like... Oh my god, will you stop drawing real cards? I had to stabilize at very low life here, and I can't afford you to keep drawing... Oh my god. Alright, well... Yeah, I guess there's not a reason to not put counters on my Sprite, you know? There's not a reason. It doesn't really matter, but... So, if we play the Prowler, if the game is decided by mill, obviously we're in trouble, but... Eventually they're going to stop drawing things, so... Trying to go wide on them is good. Alright, so we did mill Boulder Branch, but the good news... Well, never mind, there's not good news. We do have our Gix's Command somewhere, which would get us out of this. I think we just decline. We'd rather have a 2-2. It does make Skyfisher Spider gain us more life, which certainly matters, so... Come on, Gix's Command. You're somewhere in the remaining 11. So is one more Boulder Branch Golem, which would also make me feel a lot better. So is our Shade, right? Yeah, so we've got the Shade. There are several cards left that would cause our opponent some problems. That's for sure. How many epic confrontations do I have anyway? So I can kill the assembler. Okay. So the sprite killing the assembler here is nice. That's what we're going to go for. Nice. That's why we yeah, buffing the... Okay. And then I think we rumble with Warplow now? Yeah. Ooh. Flyer... Oh, never mind. I have Reach. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Although they can make it big enough that Reach doesn't matter. Yeah, and they do actually kill the Warplow. That's pretty bad for us, actually. Oh, no. This opponent's deck is absolutely absurd. It's extra annoying that we have rares in our deck that just won't show up for us, but, you know. That adds an extra layer of frustration. That our opponent just, like, draws all of theirs. Ooh, they forgot about Reach. Darn. They didn't forget about it enough. Yeah, that makes more sense, unfortunately. We did get our Might Stone, I guess, but obviously it's the least impressive of our rares, so... Attack with Gaia's Courser to draw a card isn't bad. I'm really scared to play this Blanchwood Prowler because we know we have 2 bombs left in our deck. It's a very awkward spot to be in. That's for sure. I think the more bodies we kill, the better right now. So, you know, I don't care that much about Urza, I don't think. So, we'll kill the Engineer and the token. Yeah, they drew 1 land and pitched it to discard. It's painful. That's for sure. Yeah, moving it to the cohort is pretty gross. I don't have good blocks for it, really. So Gix's command would wipe most of their board. We really need to draw it. Okay. We'll kill the permanent one. Yeah, I guess that's what I do. So I probably should have played the Prowler. I mean, it technically increases the chances of us drawing our thing. But it's so hard to want to do when I know Gix's command is in there, and it would go a long way towards stabilizing us. We do now gain a bunch of life from Skyfisher Spider, and we do also have Misery's Shadow now, and all of that is good news. But I can't, you know, people think mill is a downside and everything, and mostly it's not. But in this very particular situation, I think it's very scary for me to mill. I have a 50% chance of milling the only card in our deck that wins us the game. So, yeah, I don't think I do it. It's hard to want to do it there. Okay. I feel like I can gain enough life that they can't really kill me here. Am I crazy? Maybe I am. I guess I am. Block. 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 So 4, 7, 10, 13. We're going to go up to 12. Damn. So I had to play the Prowler, basically. Wait a second. I'm actually going to gain more life than I'm thinking. Because things are going to die. Yeah. We're actually going to survive this, I think. Darn. Stupid trigger. Still gonna kill this Urza. Should have played the Prowler. We would have survived if we played the Prowler. What a rough game. Having them just draw bomb after bomb and dealing with most of them was nice, but then it was like, okay. Can't keep up with that. Yeah, I'm used to thinking of life gain like lifelink, which lifelink would have saved me, but gaining a bunch of life there does not save me. So. Oh yeah, they had that crazy start too. I forgot how that game went. We did eventually draw our thing. And we did draw all of our epic confrontations. I mean, that's why we were in that game at all, basically. I think the format's pretty good so far. I usually do this many drafts in, though. Oh my god. It's so awful to get epic, I mean, bushwhack in your opening hand and not have a forest. And, yeah, so we're mulliganing. Alright, this is much better. What do I want to get rid of? Might be Gaia's Courser. I mean, we do set it up reasonably well with this hand, but we're a ways away from playing it. Yeah. If I'd played the Prowler in that game, I think we win is what's annoying. Although, they wouldn't have been able to kill me that turn, perhaps, but they would have... If I didn't draw Gix's command, like, the next turn, they were still going to kill us, so... Yep, let's put the Courser back. Would like to hit a land drop. Nothing too great got milled, but, you know, missing the land drop is not ideal. Alright, we hit one anyway. Makes you feel a little better. Do I just epic confrontation here? Probably not. Yeah, trade's fine. We will play War Plow. I guess we still had one Boulder Branch Golem in the deck that would have been nice, too. Oh, that's sad. Alright, at least we're drawing mana, you know? This deck's pretty sweet. I mean, I think that much is clear 2 games in, even if we lost the second one. So we drew all the lands. Thinking about just playing the spider as a regular old creature, but that's probably not worth it. I think I might kill the Locust and attack with Boulder Branch Golem. Yeah, it seems fine. I guess they have mana up, so this could go really poorly. Oh my god. Well, that's one way to lose a game. I should have played around that for sure, since I had other options. I was mostly thinking go for the throat, couldn't deal with it, but I wasn't thinking disenchant can, so... Alright, so that's going to help us, certainly. I think I'm going to attack with the War Plow. Surely they take it, and then sack it to Skyfisher Spider to kill Battlefield Butcher. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty gross. Oh boy. This is going to be a hard one to win now. So, I could trade. Gain life. What do I emergency weld back? Probably Boulder Branch Golem, but I won't be able to cast it right away. I think we'll just take the hit for now. Oh, there's Gix's command. That is helpful. So, interesting. I could cast it to get rid of all 3 of these. I could wipe their whole board if I cast it here. Is that good? It probably is, but I'm wondering a little whether I should wait another turn. Probably not. So, yeah. Oh, it's power 2 or less. So never mind. I'm glad I read the card. Unfortunately, Hero of the Dunes has made it so they're too big, and because of the ordering of the ability... Alright, so that's not the option we're choosing. That said, what do we choose? Maybe make them sack a creature and I return 2 to my hand? That seems pretty good. Yeah, and they have to sack one of these 3. So... What do they lose? The Vanguard? Or the Locust? They're not going to lose the hero. Pretty sure of that. Are you kidding me? My God. Oh. Back-to-back Heroes of the Dune. Not what you're hoping for. So I guess we're going to block one hero here. I mean, I made the bad play earlier with Epic Confrontation that set this all up. So I'd be in way better position otherwise. Is it better to just block the Locust? It might be. Yeah, it probably is. Do I gain life or do I want to keep it around for Emergency Weld? Emergency Weld does combo with it in a kind of funny way, where I could get it back, sack the token to kill something. Yeah, we'll leave it in the graveyard. Ugh. Not going well here. Well, alright, so... Gonna do that. I think we're dead. Yep. I mean, I can block this and survive, but we don't really survive. I guess Razor Maw, Goring Warplow keeps us alive, but yeah, I just put us really behind the 8-ball in that game with the Epic Confrontation fail, and then, you know, even with Gix's command, the fact that they had back-to-back Hero of the Dunes was insane, so... That even, you know, that just undoes everything. I mean, I think we can keep this. It is a hand that's likely to help us stabilize, like Boulder Branch, Boulder Branch, Boulder Branch. Hopefully we draw a 2-drop, but... We do, and it's like the best 2-drop we could hope for. That helps. I mean, it is pretty likely to die, but... I think we actually play the Steel Seeker first now. We'd rather it die, and if we get to Boulder Branch Golems, we'll kind of be in business. Okay. We do need one more land to show up for us. I don't think we attack. The repost would be pretty bad for us. Does this get countered? Doesn't look like it. So we're in great shape here if we can draw a 4th land. Which is likely, but not guaranteed. But I guess if they play something... I was going to say I can Epic Confrontation it, but that's not exactly exciting. Okay, well... I can live with that. Yeah, so I guess we just play Opportunist. I could attack here, and I guess if they... You know, I think we attack. Because if they block... Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way they block, because they would lose their Rager forever. So, Opportunist. Might draw us a land off the top, too. I think we'd rather put this in our graveyard at this point. Because we'd like more lands, please. And it can help us get them, but... Not that well. The Might Stone and the Weak Stone. Okay, there goes Misery's Shadow, I would think. Alright, so we'll play Boulder Branch here. Get a trigger from our Steel Seeker. Yes, I will reveal it. Thank you. It can bin bombs, but it, again, you don't really want to think of your mill that way, except in extreme situations where you have, like, you know, very few cards left in the deck. And I think I probably still should have just done it in that game. So, you know. spinning their wheels a lot over there. Gigamole. Probably just play another Golem. They're especially nice because we hit... Alright, I do think we leave that. It's not a land, but it is useful. We do have bombs, yes. Most decks in this format seem to. The biggest one we have is Gix's Command. I do think Misery Shadow's a little short of a bomb. But yeah, that's annoying. I mean, we'll be able to deal with it, but they'll have already drawn a card, and it's also a token. So it's not like dealing with it feels amazing. Or anything. Alright, so... I think we attack with Boulder Branch here. They double block with those, makes sense. So this is a time when Epic Confrontation hurts a little to use, but... obviously we do. We can't have them keep drawing cards, and if we use it with our, you know, this silly creature, it doesn't hurt as much if things go sideways on us. Do I want to play Goring Warplow when I'm 1 mana away from casting it big? I mean, the thing about casting it now would be that I would have a shot at hitting a land, but I think we probably pass. This would be a good thing to sack to our Spider. We have a ton of mana over there. They've drawn a lot of cards. Bushwhack. Okay, we're in a weird spot here with our mana. I think we probably play Boulder Branch Golem here. It's formidable enough on this board. Can we hit a land off the top? No. And I kind of think we have to bin this, because we really need that 5th land to play it. I could grab a land with Bushwhack, and maybe I should have just done that. But for now, I think we put the Courser in the graveyard. I think our opponent's flooding out, and we are having the opposite problem. Yeah, so I think I'm going to grab a forest. I've had enough of the situation. Yeah. Let's grab a freaking forest. Forest into Gigamole. Yeah, 2 coursers is nice, but I can get it back later if I want to, is the good news. So if I Epic Confrontation at Tower Worker, does that do much for me? Not really. I think maybe I just play Gigamole. Yeah. Gigamole. Nice. Spider is a nice hit. Especially when we have freaking Boulder Branch Golem in play as nothing, you know? A Boulder Branch Golem that doesn't do anything. All of our games with this deck have been clogged up boards. Hello. I can wipe their entire board apart from cohort, and they'd have to sack the cohort too. I'd probably just do it. They do get these back, which is annoying. But yeah, casting Gix's command and choosing destroy each creature with power 2 or less, and they sack a creature with the highest power, and then swinging for 9. That seems pretty good. Yeah. Watch them pump their board at instant speed. Buying back 2 creatures is good, but we really need to clear out the board a bit. Yeah, that's annoying. Still think we probably made the right call, but... But it is annoying that they had go for the throat. Interesting. Are they going to do this? They're going to do it. And then they can cast it, which is cool. They do have a mountain of mana, and when you have that, I mean, Excavation can do some stuff. Oh. That is pretty gross. I can destroy it, and I think maybe I have to. Because if they keep recurring the Might Stone and Weak Stone, that is bad. To say the least. Wow. Okay. So let's attack with our Boulder Branch Golem. They trade. Let's play Skyfisher Spider. I guess I could wait until they play this again. Like, maybe there's more value in doing that, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's a nasty combo. That is for sure. They can kill our spider, but we gain 10 off of it, so I'm kind of okay with that, if that's their game plan here. We can rebuy it later. They might draw 2. Yeah, I was going to say, they may just want to draw cards. Are there assembly workers left in your deck? We've seen a couple of them. There are, including another self-assembler. This is pretty sweet. They have 11. Only a few fewer than we have, actually. It's kind of wild. Okay. I think I want to play the Courser. And pass. Self-assembler number 2. Wow, do you still have 1 assembly worker? No, I was going to say, I'm impressed with your number of assembly workers. All right. So, Yeah, so we're going to cast Epic Confrontation. It is a tiny bit dangerous, perhaps, to do so. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I think I'm just going to play a big War Plow. And then maybe I Emergency Weld and get back Misery's Shadow. That seems pretty good. Better than Boulder Branches at this point. These have been fun, grindy games. I mean, even if we go 1-3 in the end, the games have been mostly pretty fun. Okay. Well. I think we probably risk it with Epic Confrontation now. They have 9 left. We have 12. Do they have a response? Ooh, where's his command? It's pretty nasty. I mean, it's not completely game-breaking. It would have been worse if I attacked into it. So, you know, I can live with it, I think. Okay, so we'll play Misery's Shadow. I can play the Razor Maw here, and still they would get milled out first. So I think I probably do. This is going to be interesting, because it is really strong, but they have so few cards left in their library, I'm not sure they can do enough to finish us off with it. We'll find out. That's what they've been digging for this whole time. And if they got it earlier, we'd be in a world of trouble instead of just... Like, I'm a little worried. But, you know. Alright, so you get rid of Misery's Shadow. Down to 6 cards. Okay, well there's our Might Stone and Weak Stone. Yeah! We can keep it. There's no black, but we have 2 green, 2 drops, so... Yep, that game was fun. Hopefully we can win some more, though. It's not been a great weekend so far. So... I think I want to play the Steel Seeker, because if I draw a land and play Opportunist, I get a trigger. I mean, I could play this to be a little more aggressive, I guess, but there's a reasonable chance I won't be able to attack effectively anyway. Okay, I could have attacked. Alright, so we will attack. Still need that 3rd land pretty badly. Once we get the 3rd land, we play the Opportunist and we can play everything else in our hand, but we do need that 3rd land to show up, like, now. There it is. This is not good, though. They can ramp into something really scary really quickly. They can play a 6-drop next turn, for reference. So let's try to find a swamp so we can kill the thing they might play. We do. Good job. Good job, Steel Seeker. I needed your help there, and you kind of delivered. If they don't play anything really scary here, I can kill Gwenna before they do, which I think would make me pretty happy. That would be ideal. But, okay. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Man, I wonder whether I should just kill Gwenna still, though. I mean, the 6/6 is scary, but it also can't block right now, and I can play out some similarly sized creatures in the near future. So I think I probably still do kill Gwenna. So it's a question of which creature I sack. I guess it's the Steel Seeker. As nice as it is, well, maybe it's the Opportunist. The Steel Seeker is going to trigger several more times, so yeah. Alright, so let's attack them. Yeah, we want to kill this. It's just going to keep powering things out that we don't want to deal with, so... And this is big right now, but we're not that far away from being able to deal with it. So... yeah, let's play... The only thing about sacking the Steel Seeker is I would still have 2 3-power creatures untapped. I mean, the Sprite's not a terrible option either, frankly. And I think we lose the Opportunist, though. We'll gain back the life, so... Get out of here, Gwenna. Yeah, so we're going to take 6 here. It's not the most alarming creature I've ever seen. You have an Opportunist, huh? Play a small Boulder Branch Golem. Gives us a trigger. We will reveal. I don't really want to Emergency Weld right this second. So next turn we can play a big Boulder Branch Golem, which I think has me wanting to just take 6 again here. Yeah, I think we just take 6 again. I have already done top 10 spiders, actually. It's already been done. So... yeah, just play a big Boulder Branch. Don't love that they played a Death Toucher. Yeah, I think we throw that in the bin. Gets our spider's life gain effect going a little better, should we decide to use it. Thank you for all the gift subs, Von Ham. Really appreciate it. I think the #1 spider is Ishkana. I don't think that has changed. This is a list I've done twice, actually. I think I did it like back in 2016, and then I did it again last year for Halloween, like 2021. And I think Ishkana is still #1, which not too surprising. Okay. Ooh, that's less than ideal. Okay. Am I just taking 6 again? Kind of think a double block makes sense here. Although, if I'm going to double block, actually losing the spider makes sense because I can get the spider back with weld and then sack the token to kill something. Nice, that's a good draw, too. So, emergency weld, get back, spider. We even get a Steel Seeker trigger. Yeah, we're definitely leaving that on top. Yeah, and then we play Skyfisher Spider. We sacrifice our 1/1 token. And we kill Steel Exemplar. Then, I think an attack with Boulder Branch is perfectly fine. If they just trade their Recluse, like, who cares, you know? So, they may just take it too, which also I'm fine with. Yep. Yeah, I feel like we're in pretty good shape. We need to have our opponent not draw a bunch of non-lands in a row, you know? That's not ever fun. So I think we use this as removal here. Yeah. Another nice trigger from our Steel Seeker. Attack them with our spider. Then we'll play our Razor Maw. In that one game we lost, we stabilized at much lower life, and then unfortunately they managed to stabilize, and they're in pretty good shape right here now that they played an Argothian Sprite, actually. Luckily we have a lot more removal, and we just drew it. So it's been that kind of day for us. Although, I say that, we had one really unlucky game, but Epic Confrontations have been our best friend. That much is for sure. So definitely killing that Sprite. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do it. I guess Steel Seeker doing it is not a bad plan. You know, I guess let's just play the big golem first. Although giving them that, I don't need to give them that information to decide how they want to block. So I think I'm just going to swing out. If they block the Steel Seeker, it's a little sad because we won't get a trigger, but I imagine they're going to block the Razor Maw. Yeah. Hits them harder. Yeah, we'll draw that. Another creature that's strong. Seems like a good thing to have on top of your deck. So I think we just swing out. They kill our spider. They go to 2. We are going to gain the life now. Does the research desk find them something that'll keep them from dying this turn? Let's hope not. They do have the mana to use it more than once. Now they hit a Scrapwork Rager. That does keep them from dying. No, it doesn't. They needed... because they lost a life, so... if they hadn't lost a life, it would have. I kind of forgot about the whole you lose one life, but yeah. Alright. Yeah, they had to draw another creature they could play or a removal spell with the Rager. But obviously not playing the Rager would have made them dead too, so... they had to do it and hope. This looks a lot like our last hand, and I think it's another keep. I think I'd probably play turn 2 Steelseeker for the same reason we did earlier, the whole Argothian Opportunist thing. Yeah, so next turn we'll play an Opportunist and get a trigger. Plus, I mean, it blocks both of these things perfectly well. And maybe they kill it, but it's whatever. They do. We don't love having our graveyard exiled. I don't know why they didn't attack with Thraxodemon, but it's annoying that they played that and I have 2 self-mill cards in my hand. It's less than ideal. I think we'd probably still play the Prowler here. I think making it a 2/2 is kind of interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I do want 7 lands. I guess being a 1/1 is still pretty good, frankly, and drawing a card is also pretty good. I could get back Gaia's Courser here with Emergency Weld. That's pretty good, I think. Play it next turn. Yeah, gives us a nice play next turn. Also keeps it from getting exiled. So... you know, they are going to exile creatures, which will make Gaia's Courser worse, but I think just a 4/5 right now looks pretty good. Pretty good. Putting a real creature card in the graveyard by trading, like, wouldn't be a terrible plan. So they're going to be able to draw. Well, hopefully... I mean, the best we're going to be able to do is get 2 for 1, which is rough. I guess just playing it as a 1/1 might have been better, but there's also a lot more removal that could have killed it, so... let's hope they don't have the indestructibility removal spell here. Trick, rather. Yay, we got 2 for 1. We did it. We do get to play a big Boulder Branch here. Interesting. Does give them something to sack. Okay, well, there's Gix's command. We can't actually cast it yet, but I can live with that. Just having it in my hand feels pretty good. Right, so I think we just swing with both of these. If they want to trade with Blanchwood Prowler, we're all for it. So yeah, let's just play a big ol' Boulder Branch here. Sup. Seems like they're in desperation mode. It seems a little early to me to be in desperation mode. Interesting, okay. So I can wipe their whole board and just lose... except I don't have a swamp. Man, a swamp would be nice. Okay. Well, in that case... Yeah, if I had a swamp, I could wipe their whole board, lose this, and then get 2 things back from my graveyard, which would be completely insane. Instead, we're just going to attack with Boulder Branch Golem. Phyrexian Dragon Engine's a little scary, but I'm not too alarmed. Boulder Branch number 2, I like it. I don't hate the idea of attacking with both of these. Let's see what happens. They can't unearth this in their deck, which is nice. Yeah. Slam another Boulder Branch. Oh, Boulder Branch is so good. It makes these sorts of decks... These grindy decks actually have legs, basically. You know, having like a big ol' life-gainy body is just... It's just a good thing to have. Especially when you cast it 3 times a game, yeah. Well, we do have 3. We do have 3, and we've emergency welded them several times, too, so... This is the first draft of the day. It's just been a long, grindy one. 2 hours into the stream, and still on the first draft. Right, nice hand. Alright, so we may get to do the, yet again, Steel Seeker into Opportunist thing, which is funny, because we only have 1 of each of them, so. Ashnod's Harvester. One funny thing about this card to remember... So unlike a lot of cards, it will exile a card from your graveyard, and you have no choice. So, ugh, don't love that. Skyfisher Spider will be able to deal with it, hopefully. Let's play this Opportunist and get our trigger, our lovely, lovely trigger. I mean, we can already cast both. I think we probably just take it. Yeah. I mean, next turn we're playing Skyfisher Spider, most likely, so... And this hand isn't loaded up with Boulder Branch Golems to trigger our Steel Seeker, so we're probably going to sack the Steel Seeker. Yeah, we'll take another 4 here. Yeah, they're having a good start. The kind of start you want in that deck, unfortunately, where, you know, Junkyard Genius can just threaten to finish us off. Alright. So Skyfisher. I think we kill the Genius. I mean, the Menace on that thing is going to be not good for us. Probably going to have to trade with the Harvester here, which I also don't like. They're going to exile stuff from our graveyard, too. Making our Gaia's Coursers sad. Interesting. Well, let's block here. I don't know whether they have a trick or what, but I don't need to block both. Yeah, they do have a trick. They're going to fire off another trick? Oh, yeah, that's going to hurt and gain them a bunch of life. So we go to 7. And they're making it hard for our Spider to gain us life. I do finally play a creature who's big enough to just rumble with the Harvester, but let's see what else they have. They might have more tricks to back it up or removal. Yeah, they've got removal. Less than ideal. Kind of have to block it. And I would only gain 1. Is it worth gaining 1? Without Emergency Weld in my hand, it might be, but I guess I also have Gaia's Courser, so I'm going to decline, actually. Alright, another Gaia's Courser. We need some Boulder Branch Golems if we're going to stabilize. They're all still in our deck. They would, you know, probably get us there. Does look like we're not going to get attacked this turn, and that's something. Okay. So, let's Gigamole. Ooh, that's a nice hit. Especially because we can just cast it right away. Yeah, I think mine probably won, yeah. Grab a Misery Shadow or a Rock Hunter. Alright, so probably going to be some tricks involved here. So the +2/+2 trick, +2/+0 thing wouldn't kill us, and this wouldn't kill that. Question is whether I also need to block the Gigamole and give up my Misery Shadow. I mean, I think we can win without the Shadow if we have to. So we're at low enough life that I kind of feel like we've got to do it. Which I hate. Hate that feeling. See what they got for us. Clearly they have something. Okay. Actually, it looks like that's going to go okay. Nice. That's a pretty good draw. So we've got 8 mana, so I can still buff this to 5 if I had to. This can also be buffed to 5 is our problem. But so maybe I just play the Sprite? Yeah. If I play the Sprite, I can buff the Shadow to 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, to definitely large. Yeah, the chip damage is also a problem. And if we don't draw our Boulder Branch Golems, we do have a lot of life gain left in our deck, which will hopefully help us on that front. Maybe I'm just supposed to play the Razor Maw too. Nah, I don't think so. I think the Shadow is the best deterrent to them attacking. And that's only true if I have up enough mana to buff it, so. Alright, here comes the Harvester. Oh my god, Precursor Golem. Okay. That's not what you want to see. I'm gonna need a Boulder Branch Golem, please. Even that might not save us against the Precursors. I guess maybe we just need removal. That might be what we need the most. We do still have 3 Epic Confrontations left in our deck. So, can we do it? Every time I've said something about Epic Confrontation, it's worked out. So, hold on a second. How big do I need my Misery Shadow to get to kill all of these? So, they're going to have 9 total power. So, I need to get this to... Yeah, okay. While they're completely tapped out, it's definitely when we do it. Oh, it doesn't work the way I thought it did. It said targets only a single golem. I guess it means targets only a single golem and not anything else. But I was thinking if I'm only targeting one golem, I'm going to get the copies. Damn. Well, if that's the case, I would have killed Pendragon Strongbowl. So that was not good. That was very bad, in fact, because now my Shadow is completely vulnerable, and they have all of these artifact tokens. I think we're basically dead now. So if I'd killed the Strongbowl, we'd probably be okay, but I didn't. So, made a couple of dumb mistakes in this draft that are going to limit this deck to 4 and 3. Yeah. Freaking Precursor Golem. I mean, I've played with the card, but it's been a very long time, and I don't think the wording's great there, though. Targets only a single golem. I mean, I guess the word only should have clued me in. But yeah, I would have killed the Strongbowl if I thought it worked that way, so. Which probably wins us the game, so. Yeah. Rough.